Hello YouTube and welcome to a bit of a different video today. We're going to be reacting to Night is Short, Walk On Girl, kind of the spin-off movie to the Tatami Galaxy, as well as finishing off the OVAs for the original series as well. So a bit of a different format, but we're going to see how it works. Just right off the bat, sorry for the delay last week. I had to go away midweek and kind of got away from me, so here it is. The OVAs and Night is Short, Walk On Girl, a week late, but still here. Another apology is you may see a dog in the background at some point. I'm dog sitting today, so if there's a dog in the background, don't be alarmed. I'm going to take him for a walk later. She'll be right. And yeah, might need to pause the movie here and there to go attend to the dog, but it is what it is. I'll fix it up in post. Either way, just going to jump into the comments for 2 weeks ago's video, the finale to the Tatami Galaxy. I've got 2 comments here today, one from Bomation, who said, "Glad you enjoyed the ending." And yeah, it was a really great ending. Just kind of culminated really well. Just brought everything from the show to a nice ending point, really. I don't really think there's many threads that really need to be followed anymore, which is pretty impressive for an 11 episode show. Gets in, does what it does, gets out. That's what we like to say. And the final comment here from Hot Wheels Kid. I absolutely love this show. I didn't really comment on it because I think this show is best viewed completely blind, but it's a great thing to rewatch. You'll pick up on tons of stuff going on in the background. I recently moved to Japan and live in a small apartment that's around 6 tatamis. So I was thinking of getting a Mochigu man to hang from my light as well. I think that'd be a great idea. I really want one, I think. It's just a really great piece of merch, I think. It's got a great connotation for what you should do with the rest of your life, I think. So, can't recommend that enough. And hope Japan's really exciting for you. Sounds like a big move, and yeah. Hope it's all going well. P.S. Bikes are the best in Japan. Super easy to get around on, and there's lots of parking for them. Nothing like where I'm from. I totally felt his pain when his bike got stolen, and when Araragi's got mulched in Bake. Yes, very true. Uh, It's almost like road systems in certain countries perpetuate the need for cars. Think about it. Anyway, we're not getting too conspiracy theory today, so we'll keep going. PPS, if you're looking for a cool short OVA to react to next, there's a murder mystery show called Kubikiri Cycle, written by Nishio Sin, that's actually his first ever novel. The protagonist in that show is a large inspiration for Kaiki in Nisei. Interesting. Kind of a bit of a Monogatari crossover here, which is nice. That sounds really interesting. I think a murder mystery would do really well with my format. Kind of going back through the episode, trying to figure it all out. So, yeah, sounds like fun. I'm a big Danganronpa fan, even though I'm pretty sure this will be very different tonally, but just in the way that a murder mystery would work, I think that would work really well for the channel. So, yeah, might pop it on a poll next time. We'll see. Oh yeah, I'm going to be doing my polls through Discord as well. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention. I have a Discord server, so join the server if you're that way inclined. And please teach me how to use it, because I'm not very good yet. But we're getting better all the time. So Discord link should be in the description. So in my normal format, I'll do a recap here, but I don't think a recap would be especially relevant for what's coming next, considering the OVAs aren't not canon, but not continuing from the end, you wouldn't imagine. And I wouldn't think the ending would have much relevance on Night is Short, Walk On Girl. Could be wrong, but either way, I'm willing to take that risk. So I wanted to take this opportunity to talk about what I actually know about what I'm about to watch. So what I know about the OVAs, not much. I know that there's 3 of them. I know that they're about 7 minutes each, and I'm probably only going to offer them in a picture-in-picture format. So the part of this video, well, the timer-based version won't be in this video. It'll only be available on BitChute, which is unfortunate. I'm looking for an alternative all the time to kind of get better quality for them. But it is what it is. More interestingly, what do I know about Night is Short, Walk On Girl? Not much. I know it's directed by Masaki Yuasa, much like the original show, so that's very exciting. Science Saru, his kind of studio, is working on this, as opposed to Madhouse, which was the original Tatami Galaxy series. This was also produced kind of 6 years after the fact, Tatami Galaxy 2011, if I'm incorrect there, and this was 2017, so pretty exciting stuff there. Bit of a time gap. We saw that a little bit with Monogatari as well, and it produced some interesting results, so we'll keep an eye on that. Surely Masaki Yuasa has improved a lot of his craft from here to here, so this should be really exciting. I've heard nothing but good things about this movie. It's got Pretty good ratings across the board, so excited. Just trying to glean any more stuff from this. I've got the key visual up here. So it's up for me on my screen, and I should pop it in post. And I'm just having a look at this right now. Okay, night is short, walk on girl. We've got apples, lots of apples, reds. It's seemingly we have similar characters, because that is our main character in the middle. Is that our version of Akashi in the middle? There's a big apple, is kind of our centerpiece here as well. Again, much like the key visuals for the Tatami Galaxy itself, it's kind of scattershot, lots of geometric shapes within geometric shapes. A little bit more of a traditional Japanese kind of edge to it all, potentially. I'm looking at these characters, I see Ozu as well up the top, but I don't recognize many other people, I don't think. I don't see Jogasaki, I don't see Hanuki, I don't see Higashi? Is that his name? Higuchi, that's it. A few scattered bits and pieces on the ground as well. Coat, with spilled drink of some kind, maybe. Blue coat. Maybe a messy tatami room. We're going to see. The title invokes that it is about Akashi, so that could be interesting. Or about any other female characters, but again, I don't see Hanuki anywhere. Maybe this is a completely different character. Maybe this isn't Akashi at all. Maybe it's an Akashi stand-in. Maybe it's an Akashi in a different tatami room galaxy loop thing. Again, the kind of the premise of the show is very broad in that regard, so it'll be interesting to see where they take it. And yeah, without any further ado, I think we're just going to jump into the OVAs right now. Again, only available in a picture-in-picture format, but not before I do my shill stuff. So if you like the video, consider liking the video. If you like the video and want to see more, consider subscribing to the channel. Comment below anything you thought about the episode, anything I can do to improve my presentation, comment below. I'm doing follow for follow on Twitter, so follow me on Twitter if you would like to follow me back. And I have a Discord server, so please join and discuss things. There'll be a spoiler channel for the Tatami Galaxy, as well as a regular channel just to discuss the series, as well as a bunch of other stuff where we can just generally talk and that kind of thing. It's also the best way to contact me if you feel like doing so. Rightio, just going to jump into the OVAs for the Tatami Galaxy right now. Again, just down in the description, and this video should just skip ahead to when I'm talking about them. Rightio. See you in a sec. Yeah, the OVAs, I guess. They were pretty cool. They're not really that relevant, don't really tell us much more about the characters, but, I mean, this show has good characters, and they bounce off each other well in these scenes, and blah 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 blah. We have a few similar things running through all of the skits, one of which is that they're all framed around kind of the disciples talking with each other at the end. So this is something that happened in Loop 4, or Episode 4, I should say, where he was with this kind of Higuchi group. And as we learn later in Tatami Galaxy, all of these kind of happen in the same loop in a weird way as well because of how the structure works in the show. So that's a little bit interesting there. There's always little tidbits of different things going in different directions, which is nice. The other thing that's really similar about all of them is that they all have to do with submarines. So submarines is the connection to 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. I think it's a Jules Verne book, which was relevant in the original show, as you remember. So there's that kind of connective tissue there as well. So if we go through them one by one, we had the first kind of OVA, which was about kind of Tokyo flooding over, which is, again, I've seen this at a number of different movies now. There was recently something on Netflix that I didn't watch that was kind of seemingly about this as well. Drifting Home, I think it was called, as well as Makoto Shinkai's Weathering with You, which both kind of borrow from this kind of little premise here, which isn't exactly unique. There's a bunch of water everywhere, and it's closing in on Kyoto, which doesn't speak much for the rest of the world, because I think Kyoto is pretty high above sea level. So they all hop in a kind of submarine and go off to the South Pole. I think it's the South Pole to find what's happening. They think the ice is melting and causing the sea level to rise, and along the way there's various different jokes related to different things throughout the show, like different characters asking for different things for dinner, our main character not really having a role on the ship per se, and it kind of switching around a lot, which was interesting. There's kind of Jogasaki-san going off with Kaori, kind of like in a siren song-esque situation, and then I think Akashi goes off and saves the elephants, which is weird as well. They get to the kind of final South Pole area, and it's Ozu as an octopus, and then we kind of kill him, and then kind of turn him into shaved ice. It was very weird. But like all the OVAs, they're kind of low budget's the wrong word, low kind of fidelity. But again, a lot is said with a little through the kind of shot selection and animation. Again, very haphazard, much like the Tatami Galaxy, but again, that's true for all of these three little skits here. Speaking of, the second skit was kind of about these people that were in another underground submarine that is going to kind of steal people's underwear, and then they're kind of trying to track down Akashi-san because they're all perverts. I like this kind of weird justification they have through this old guy in the bed. I thought that was kind of funny. And yeah, it's also kind of a twist on a traditional OVA structure where in a general kind of regular show, you would get an OVA and it would be at a bathhouse, mostly because they want to sell more copies of the Blu-rays because they're going to show the characters in not much clothes. So I like how they kind of flip this on its head a little bit. I think that's kind of funny. They're kind of looking for the perverts instead of the perverts seeking out the OVAs. Again, I'm not sure if this is intentional, I'm reading too much into it, but I don't know, I thought it was interesting. Some kind of fascinating character framing here as well. There was a particular shot I noted where two characters were kind of on a slant this way and two characters on a slant this way, which I thought was quite effective. And yeah, I think this was the funniest of the three, but it was probably the only one really going for comedy as well. And that main kind of pervert guy on the submarine, I did not like his design. It was quite creepy. At any rate, on to the third and final OVA, which was kind of our main character and Ozu setting up a little fishing date where they would go off and fish in the river for various things. The kind of skit opens with the main character disparaging Ozu in a bunch of different ways, which is always fun. Definitely shows off their kind of writing chops there. I always think the subs do a really good job of demonstrating this, kind of just piling up all these awful things about Ozu. And a main character finds a note that it's like, actually, I'm after Akashi-san today. And a main character doesn't like that. And then another submarine opens, and he opens the submarine, and it's kind of this shadow version of himself, which then goes off and tracks down Akashi. We could relate this to some of the themes from the main show about, like, maybe there's different versions of the main character, some that are lustful, some that aren't. I remember specifically one time when our main character was grayed over in one of the later episodes, one of the kind of one where they looped between the three girls. He turned kind of dark, and that was a Johnny representation, so maybe we're doing that as well. Then again, we find like a white main character as well, and that's he's not really that different to the main character, which is kind of weird as well. They're not really that different at all. They're just kind of different versions of him. And yeah, the ending part's kind of confusing about like the god rock, and then Ozu just picks it up and leaves. It's like, okay, bye. Bye, you weird ink shadow people. And then in the end, Ozu just says, oh yeah, I've been here fishing the whole time, so it's implied to be entirely in the main character's head. Weird. Don't really know what to make of the last one, but as a whole, they just feel like a little bit more of the main show. If you like the main show, you'll like these. They don't really have the connective tissue between the main show that made it really interesting, but I mean, they're all okay. Don't really know what else to say about them. Either way, onward and upward with Night is Short, Walk On Girl. So I kind of had a couple more things I wanted to say before we jump into the movie proper. I remembered something else I kind of remembered about the Tatami Galaxy. Or not the Tatami Galaxy, Night is Short, Walk On Girl. I remember because at the time I was somewhat invested in the Crunchyroll Anime Awards, which is a mistake. Do not do that. They are not a good representation of what is good in anime or anything. And again, you should know this. I specifically looked up this show, which is a little bit funny in retrospect. A different Science Saru show won Anime of the Year in Devilman Crybaby. It was up against A Place Further Than the Universe, Hinamatsuri, Megalobox, Zombieland Saga, and Violet Evergarden, which is a bit of a weird mix for Anime of the Year. But I can't say I disagree. I would probably pick Violet Evergarden there, but I haven't seen Devilman Crybaby. The rest of the shows range from fine to pretty good, so good job, I guess. But I wanted to direct my attention towards the film category, which I'll scroll down and have a look at here, which is kind of hilarious. So, My Hero Academia 2 Heroes by Bones won Best Film because, of course, it did. Now, I've seen 2 Heroes and it's actually decent, so I'm not a big My Hero Academia hater, but I'm also not a massive fan either, so it is what it is. Uh, so Night is Short Walk On Girl is kind of nominated, and that was the way I learned about the movie initially, which is a bit of a weird way to learn about it, but anyway. And I'm looking through these other nominees, and Mirai and Liz and the Bluebird are both nominated. I don't really like Mirai, it's probably Hosoda's weaker movie, but Liz and the Bluebird is my favorite movie of all time, and seeing it beaten by My Hero Academia 2 Heroes is kind of sending me right now. And maybe if Night is Short Walk On Girl is good as well, maybe that'll send me as well. Either way, don't take these award shows very seriously, but that is one of the other things that I remember about the movie, that it got kind of robbed by My Hero Academia. Just reading through this as well. Kiss of Death from Darling in the Franxx is best opening that year. Surely the Waterkoi opening was better, as well as a number of others that weren't nominated. Anyway, we're not talking about it. Another thing that I'll talk about before I start the episode proper, or episode movie proper, is the subtrack I'm using. I'm using the same kind of named file set, which is the, let me get this name up, Valenciano kind of file set, which is the same one I used for the Tatami Galaxy, so hopefully the subs are somewhat similar. I've got two different subtracks here, one that's just called track 1 and one that's called honorifics, so I'm guessing one uses the correct honorifics and one doesn't, so again, I really don't mind, so I'm just going to use track 1. I'm pretty sure I'm going to pick up what they're saying. Either way. Without any further ado, I'll just pop that up on screen. And yeah, this one will have a timer version. You can sync up your own copy, which is hopefully in a higher resolution than the BitChute, but there will still be the picture and picture down below, just probably in a different link. And yeah, I don't see any reason to stand on ceremony. Let me get a time code on this. An hour and a half, 1 hour, 32 minutes, and 11 seconds, which probably makes it the longest thing I've reacted to on my channel, which is kind of interesting. So, guess I'm settling in. Either way, just gonna give it a 3, 2, 1. Radio? 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, straight in. Would you like some wine? Okay. Yeah, being a waiter is so hard. Okay, this doesn't seem to be a kashi. Okay. I like her already. They're at a wedding as well. Okay. You want to get smashed. Sounds good. I relate. Uh, it's like a train wheel. That is insanely impressive. Is that CG? What the hell? Okay. Ooh. Okay, so it's kind of similar but different. I see. Okay. What is the C strategy? Well, it's not a coincidence if you keep showing up. You're just being weird. Is that what you reckon? Ripening? Like an apple? I want to see this guy's face. Okay, no, we're fine. Yeah, he seems like a bit of a pretty boy. Oh, okay. That's his prerogative, sure. Okay. Okay, sir. Don underwear? Okay. Oh, the liquid. They're talking very loud too, and he's getting smashed. Look how red in the face he is. Okay. Do you know this, Apple Girl? Ringo? Noto the Romantic? Is that the bride? Okay, that might be the bride. Where the train? She seems like a bit of an oddball. Okay. Is that what the cider is about as well? It's kind of another Apple connection. Night is short, walk on, girl. It's very breezy so far. I love it. And yeah, it seems like it's not really associated, but kind of associated. We'll see if there's any time stuff going on. These stopwatches kind of imply that there is. Great. Oh, there's Johnny. Awesome. It's still keeping a lot of the same like art style as well, which is one of the best things about Tatami Galaxy. So that's good. For 200 yen? Did I read that right? It's kind of nuts. That animation is great. Oh, I've had bad experiences with cocktails. Most of the time, they just don't taste very good. Those look good though, like ice cold. A Pacific Ocean made of rum. What are you trying to drink? Are you trying to drink to forget something? Maybe. Is that Kenny from The Walking Dead? I didn't know that. Okay. I didn't know that. She's a pretty good drinker. Oh, you seem nice, or nicer than I thought you were. Fake danky brandy. Don't talk to me about the word Nisei. What's it now? Okay. And another thing I'll say is the dialogue seems a little bit slower, which probably works better for a movie. Oh. So is this our like inciting incident? She wants to find this fake Denki brandy? Okay, maybe you're not as noble as I thought. No, I'm only on the hunt for one. Oh my god. Oh, that kind of body build similar to the bicycle club or whatever. Okay, then don't do that. Oh, the look there. Grab? Grab the opportunity? Good. I was about to say, how naive is she? Yes! Our Queen Hanuki? Yeah, it is a little bit. No, you seem like a weirdo. Mm-hmm. Hello, Higuchi. You're weird. The night is short. Walk on, girl. Yep. The burp. Or Tomodachi punch? Okay. Okay. Don't punch like that, by the way. You'll break your thumb. Like this. Like this. Put your thumb like that. Okay. Cool. Trumpo card? Yeah, she seems like she's from a well-to-do family as well. Pontocho? Great. Oh. No, I haven't. All that underwear stealing today. Ooh. Then we gotta find him. He's looking dummy thick. Ayo. Higuchi doesn't wear any underwear. Oh, they stole his pants. Of course. So that's the guy we're talking about. Kind of the creepy guy. Ooh. The connections. Okay. Hello, pantsless one. This is great. I love how different this little kind of Ringo girl is. Apple girl. Yay! I agree. If Hanuki did that to me, I'd probably agree, yeah. Tokyo U sophisticated club? She does love the old face licking, doesn't she? Look at these nerds. Yeah, it's a bunch of tryhards. Sophistry? Probably the one I love. Okay. You. This guy has several Reddit accounts. And she's like, get me away from this guy. He's gonna go study in London? That sounds cool. You're going to England? Korsaka senpai? Everyone's dummy thick in this movie. Yeah, just join in. Why not? Pontocho? I'm glad that Hanuki and Higuchi are here. Oh, and now they're on the train, of course. Oh yeah, and she loves trains. She loves trains. She wants to find the fake Denki brandy. It's a bunch of old people. Yeah, they hate it. Why is he wearing pants? Did you want him not to be wearing pants? Well, let's have fun. I'm sure Apple Girl's gonna kind of link us up. Ooh. Oh my god. It's too real? Great. We love this. But also not too much. And with the right people. Oh, okay, so these are like the older version of the guys from before. Dabbling in sophistry. I'm glad that the old people are having fun. Yeah, she is. Oh, that's a big glass of wine. Hey, yo. Okay. Noticeably sadder for this guy. Right. Now you're just old. That's no good. Dag nabbit. Scum sucking student like you. His collection of like nudie pictures. Oh, Ayo, the octopus one? I already called you a creep. Okay. This guy looks like Michael Jackson. That's no good. I like that he still isn't wearing pants. There's the titular girl from Night is Short, Walk On Girl. Yay! Everyone's just following along, having a great old time. Oh, he loves these sea creatures, doesn't he? This makes me want to go pub crawling again. It's been a while. Oh, we remember you. Kind of the old timers teaching the newbies. Wait, is his daughter getting married? Yo, the connections. Oh, and then the smash cuts to what this guy's kind of experiencing, and he's getting super drunk while she's not. Okay, 6 meters tall. Okay. Well, this guy's happier than he was. Oh, not on the art. Yep, I thought so. No. Oh, okay, great. I didn't pick up that one. I woman. Can I speak? The multiple woman. Yes, are very sassy in this movie, which I like. They just don't take shit. Where are the goods? I threw up all over them. He's 6 foot. He's 6 feet tall. Yeah, why would you? Okay, based. Hmm. The night is short. Walk on, girl. I love them. I love his kind of boat here. He's got a party boat. Again, she didn't focus on this guy at all. I want to see what this guy actually looks like too. I think I got a glimpse of him there. He doesn't seem as tall as we thought. Bakemono? Yep, there he is. Great. Hello, little man. She's got quite the crowd. Oh my god. I like how she's like battling for him as well. Alright, let's see. She hasn't shown any signs of being drunk yet. Great. The butterflies. Yeah, the night is short. Or maybe you're just old and kind of bitter. I love this. So much like nature imagery and that kind of stuff. And then this guy just all alone. Hmm. Yeah. Yeah, contrast. Great. Just do what your heart tells you. Oh my god, so self-assured that what you're doing right now is the correct thing to do. The complete opposite of Tatami Galaxy. Yeah, we got him. He's dead. Great. You've saved the day? That just turns into butterflies. It's pretty cool. Great. What an awful person. Kenny from The Walking Dead. Tordor, I think his name was actually. Great. Now, where's our boy in all this? There he is. Still got no pants. Oh, great. You're not a pedophile. You're a pervert. Good old Kamo River. Give her a coat. Yeah. Not you. I was thinking Higuchi. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Oh, Ratatatam. Oh yeah, she loves trains. That's nice. I love her. She's the best. She's gonna do what she wants. How good's that? Oh, yeah, he's in the purple. Of course. Great. Oh, I know who all those people were. Okay. At least he's got pants now. That's a start. Ooh. Okay. There's a lot. I mean, yeah, it is. He's right though. Is that sweat? That's kind of gross. Who are all these people trapped? What happened? Ratatatam? The soundtrack here is cool too. Ooh. Oh yeah, we'll talk about used books. Okay, thanks. Great. Okay, we're bringing back a bunch of stuff here. There's the sea stuff. There's a book fair. The trees in the background are Tatami Galaxy-esque. Oh, okay. Birds, beasts, and relatives. You think this will be a good book? Look kind of boring to me. You seem to be a bit of a shit bloke. Hello, little Ozu. It's funny because in the OVAs we saw a little Ozu as well. Great. It's two on the nose. There she is, Red Girl, Apple Girl. Great. Ratatatam. Guratatata. Some nasty collector, you say? That's a great sentiment. A book is reborn each time it's passed on. Shadowy auctions. Oh my god. Goodbye, Ozu. Oh yeah, he washed he dirtied up his pants again. He got a different ice cream. Hey, yeah, maybe he is a pedophile. I like how Oz is still a shit bloke. I'm sure I won't. Hello, sir. Ramune? Oh, hello. AEST Kotatsu. It is hot tonight, apparently. It's like a summer night. Well, it's more than that. Are you getting a cold? Oh, hello, guy from before. Okay, who is your fated love? Yeah? What'd you say? An apple fell? Ayo. How romantic. It's fate. I love how stream of consciousness this movie is. It just kind of goes. Hasn't stopped yet. Yeah. Oh, gotta make the first move, bud. The opportunity that's right there in front of you. Okay. I'll let people just following her around, and then whenever we see the other guy, he's just alone. Ayo, this guy stinks. How romantic. She loves it. Is that what you reckon? Lost piece. Well, you're going to be yeah, you're going to be my like surrogate. This does look like a shadowy auction. You're not welcome near Higuchi. Alright. Is this the business that Higuchi had to do? I'm thinking so. Oh, weird. Stinks. Whoa. This shit's crazy. Jamboree. Oh, he's back. Higuchi loves it. Okay. Raven haired child? That's it. I need that. Romantic engine, you call it, huh? Hey, yo. Higuchi should be really good at this. At least this guy's seemingly having more fun now. Or maybe I was mistaken. Higuchi's got a good poker face. A little bit of cake or something. Hmm. Is that what you reckon? Hmm. Books inspire other books. Right over my head. Again, I don't know much about Japanese literacy. Or literature, I should say. Neither literacy, by the way. Oh, Osamu Dazai. I was talking about that in Monogatari recently. I'm Ozu. The god, you reckon? I always had my theory that he was a god and didn't really come to fruition. Okay. Okay, book boy. Oh, the lips. Jesus. How far are we in this movie, just by the by? About 40 minutes? Okay. Just check my phone quickly just to make sure that everything's all good. Yeah, we're all good. Beautiful. If anything looks weird, I just put a cut in here, so that's why. Oh my god. I am seeing the rainbow streamers. Maybe that's better. Okay. Maybe Higuchi's not doing as good as I thought he was. I mean, for the plot, the main character, the whoever this guy is, needs to get the book. So, and they're all just hallucinating like crazy. Hey yo, Musubi? He's dead. I think your tent's about to come down though. The voice acting is great. At least you got the book. I love how they fly away. Books are for everyone. He's our communist king. Free education, free literature. Not the collection. Is that what you reckon? Isn't that weirdo from before? Okay, bye. There's like phone notification noise too. Great. Free the books. Oh, she's heating up. Yeah. Put her to bed. Who are you? Red person? Ooh. Time for the school festival already. The crackpot of Monte Cristo? Who is that on the right? Jesus. Princess Daruma. Great. Great. And it's a musical, of course. I thought Carrie wasn't simply a blow-up doll. I did not expect the musical number. Is this lady on the right the from the other guy's kind of story? Oh, okay. Yeah? Is that what you reckon? This is great, by the way. Yeah. Yeah. We gotta take him down. Get him. Okay, so he might not be very good. Okay. Ajari Mochi. Yeah, take care of Hanuki. The boy still got the book, though. Great. Don't touch it. It's for a very specific person. But she's like almost moved on from that already. Otome. Is that how you think it'll work? I don't think it's gonna work that way for you, man. Was that the Guerrilla Theatre people? Okay. Because these two are associated, maybe? Oh, that run was great too. Oh, okay. And then they just put everybody they don't like in prison. Yes, we must stop the red-haired girl person. Oh, this guy. I remember. Speedy Kotatsu? I don't think it is, but sure. I think they're just having a good time. Speedy Kotatsu. Maybe you need some too. Is it hot or cold? It's unclear. Mochiguman. Hell yeah. I'm wearing a giant carb. Opportunism. Jogasaki's rat climbing. Great. Stop fighting. I think this is our Speedy Kotatsu person. Okay. How admirable. Thank you, Dawn Underwear. Will you now? I agree. He also hasn't shaved since then either. Great. Oh no, the Roses. Oh, we're doing another theater? Looks like we are. I love the animation and all that. It's very impressive. So many different characters moving. She will. She'll do anything. Great. Okay. No way. He's a bit of a weirdo. I've even memorized the songs. Quickly now. Who is this crackpot of Monte Cristo? Again, I'm not literacy pilled enough. Or literature, again, use the wrong word. Oh yeah, they keep catching all the actresses, great. Okay, that's what they're doing. Hmm. Who's writing the play? Perhaps it's the person with the laptop? Love scene? Oh yeah, then they leave the script. Ayo! This is sick. In a diorama, of course. Oh my god. This is an insane scheme. They figured us out, damn it. They are very they are very fast. Was that an Apple computer too? That's pretty good. Oh man, we love Dawn Underwear. Oh, the shot there's great. Oh, this is great. Oh my god. Damn. That's crazy. Dawn Underwear's the truest romantic of them all. Sakusen? No, not Don Underwear. Oh, that's great too. Yeah, what a creep. Got him. Okay, this is the one like truly like good thing he's done so far. Nope, you got decoyed. Your princess is in another castle. Oh, with the zipline for Don Underwear, that's great. Don Underwear's a good name too. Oh yeah, this is a hit. Unlock the apple to his heart. Yes, that's my king Don Underwear. Somebody's gonna be watching this. Is gonna be like, oh shit, it's Don Underwear. Are you gonna ruin everything? Oh, good, there's a fence in the way. Oh yeah. Oh shit. Is he okay? No, Don Underwear's dead. Music. Senpai. This is great. I didn't expect this to be a uh musical. No, you guys have just like met randomly a few times. But she seemed kind of into it though. Yes. We stand Don Underwear. We hate the main character. He sucks. Feels like you're gonna get kicked off again though. Yes, Don Underwear. Yes! We did it! Wait, hang on. Pink hair? Character that likes to cross dress? He's kind of hitting it though. Gotcha. Oh, not who I thought? Wait, yes, who I thought. Okay, so he fell for. That was the whole thing. He fell for. Oh, now he's devastated. Oh no. You guys can still get together. I mean, it's current year. Oh shit. What an insane turn of events. Oh, that's kind of funny. Do it! Yeah, you weirdo. I'm with the crowd. Oh no. Yeah? Yes! Get him! Get him, Don. Kiss him on the lips. Look at the girl standing right in front of you. He can do what he wants. Why not? Kiss him on the lips. Great. Kiss. Why not? Kiss him on the lips. Sucks to be her, though. No way. Ooh, the fish. There we go. He is really a romantic fundamentalist, yes. Great. Oh, the pun, too. We did it! The fish. Don Underwear's still based because he doesn't see gender, all he sees is romantic situations. Yes, we won, everybody. We did it. Oh, you too. Don't talk to me about rose-colored campus life. I know all about that. It's fake. Oh, well, that's not romantic. It's getting cold. It was hot at the start of the night, I swear. Oh. Every single season? Yeah, it feels like that a little bit. Neither waiting nor awaited. Oh, what is that? Like a drink? Still just hanging out with Higuchi? Yeah, they do say that. Oh. And again, it's unclear, but this is still the same night. Not that it really matters, that's kind of the motif of the movie. Okay. Good old Rihaku, every day. My boy got toasted. Well, hopefully you were having a good time with, he's wearing new underwear. Oh, okay, so he got her cold. You reckon? You're gonna boil the cola. Cola and ginger boiled. Hey, at least you two are rugging up together. That's nice. Man, I'm dead. You're not gonna drink the ginger boiled cola? Nah, I'm the best. At least you guys are in a bigger room than the 4.5 tatami room. Poor old director. Ginger cola. This guy won't stop with that. A lot of new fans. Todo. Good old bedchamber club. Going to visit everybody, giving them all this special recipe. That's good. Lots of apples around. Hey, look, she's rugging up. That's good. Yeah. Funteresting? Yeah, you don't need to. Just do what you like. Okay. Johnny's gone crazy? Wait, did they hug? Poor Johnny. Okay. Who gave who the cold? Everybody gave everybody the cold. There you go. Everybody has the cold. It's COVID. Okay, that's good. Rihaku gave you the cold? Yeah, he did have a cold, I remember. Oh, it's so different now, isn't it? They are living in like 2020 right now. Not Higuchi. Like them swinging back and forth in the wind that's shaking the house. That's also like a ship on the sea. Oh, and they're watching him swing back on the hammock. Oh, okay. Oh my god. That seems very serious. Oh, I love the animation on the turn there was great. I love this. Oh my god. What a different look. And this like personification of the buildings is very similar to the stuff they do with the human characters as well. Oh no. Somebody help my boy. How many decades? It feels like the same night. That's the crazy part, right? That's what it feels like to you. That's a weird metaphor, but sure. Oh my god, it's JoJo. Damn, that's crazy. And then it just spread to everybody. They're kind of equating his cold to his wealth. You know what I mean? And then that led to everybody else's fun. Just like the books. You're connected to everybody. That's good. That's a really nice thing to say. To, like, basically the villain of the movie. Villain. There's no real villain. Oh, are we going back? Looks like we are. Oh, maybe not. That's not the way clocks go, though. Oh, it's going back for him, and the color's coming back. And we stopped the almighty storm? Oh no. Yeah, go help our boy. What is the story of Ratatatam? Also, was this guy in the OVA? I think he was. This exact shot was in the OVA, right? Great. He said the title of the movie. Damn, I guess we really were the Night is Short Walk On girl all along. It's Tornado Boy. Yeah. Yeah. Sad. My talent piggy bank? Everyone everywhere starts somewhere, so just start. Oh my god. Is this like the UN in his own mind? It's information overload? Yeah, let him into the UN. It'll be great. Don't let him in. He's gonna go crazy. Again, this is a lot of the themes of Tatami Galaxy around, like, women that were in those 3 episodes, kind of re-examined as well. It's Bedlam? Okay. She seems to be struggling in the wind. Somebody save the Night is Short Walk On girl. Again, this looks fantastic. Well, now we've got to find her. Because look at the weather outside. Oh, yeah, look at his room, too. Great. Oh, what's up? Okay, she doesn't seem to be that bad. But that's like the TV show. Go out and meet her. Help her from the wind and all that. Oh no, he's here! The Johnnies. This kind of dichotomy between the two kind of parts of the brain. Oh no, they made it. Give her a hand. Oh no, a woman, run away. Oh, that movement's great too. This is fantastic. He's putting cough drops in the hot pot. It's kind of buzz. Give him more cough medicine. All down from Hand Mountain. There was a cut there if that looked weird too. Oh my god. Giant Johnny? This is such an abstract sequence. It weirdly reminds me of something from Madoka Rebellion in a weird way. I'm ready to be like taken back into the real world though. I think we made it. Oh, one of my favorite tropes. Two characters holding hands, kind of flying through the air. Oh, my wings! Like a moth. Great. Okay. He was a bit sick. Oh fucky. I think everything's in that broth. Like everything. Yeah, it's your copy. Most certainly is. Well, it wasn't by chance. He tried very hard. Ha. Great. Yeah, come on, get it done. Great. Yeah, red like an apple. All that alcohol's catching up with you too. Pretty clever. She'll show up. She got over the cold though. Yeah, it is. Well, it's whatever you think it is. She had a really great night. Yeah. But for some other people, it seemed to span even longer than that. Yeah, his night wasn't as good as yours. It was good in its own way. Good job, Apple Girl. I was gonna say ume. That was really awesome. I get what you mean. It's kind of like similar concepts to Tatami Galaxy. This song's awesome too. What the hell? But different, I was going to say. But I should focus on the E-Day. And yeah, kind of these same philosophies, right? Take the opportunities in front of you, live your life, take chances, don't regret anything. All the stuff we can kind of apply to Tatami Galaxy as well. So it's similar thematically, keeps some characters, there's some references. Other than that, not very similar. Like we didn't see Akashi or we didn't see our main character or yeah. We saw a different version of Ozu. This song is incredible, by the way. But yeah, applause. It was really good. Mappa helped because Mappa helps in everything. Yeah, there's a lot of things I really liked about it. But yeah, it passes your general like IGN esque categories as well. Just looks good, sounds good, well written, paced well. But then there's little touches everywhere that are brilliant as well. I like how they establish such interesting characters in a very short amount of time as well. There's kind of Todo, the old creepy dude, and Don Underwear, and then the kind of school festival executive committee guy. And yeah, they all have pretty interesting interweaving stories that you don't pick up until partway through the film. Much like Tatami Galaxy. We didn't time loop, but we kind of time looped. We got the same feeling of, oh, that's that from before, you know? I thought the kind of sequence with these guys in it, the very ending sequence, is a little bit indulgent. I feel the same way about I said Madoka Rebellion. I feel the same way. Just a little bit indulgent. It's like we get it. Just wrap it up. But it looked awesome. Like I can't complain. This one might go straight on the playlist. I'm loving this song. It's so breezy, this movie, too. It really flew by and just kept going. It's relentless, you know? That night is short. You must walk on. La 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 la. And we must stop Johnny at all costs. Yeah, Science Sorrow. Great. And we're all walking on. That was a great sequence at the start of the movie, too, when they were just walking from pub to pub before kind of the school festival starts. It was pretty good. Let's jump into a quick bit of analysis on that movie. I probably won't rewatch it the same way I rewatch my episodes. I might just, skip through and talk about what I liked and what I didn't like, but I don't really know what I didn't like. Anyway, we'll see. So it's now the next day, and I just wanted to take this time to go through it once more. I've kind of slept on it. I feel my kind of opinions on it really forming, and it's a pretty good movie. I really enjoyed it. I don't think it quite had the personal kind of connection that I had to Tatami Galaxy that really made it hit for me. And that's something that you can only achieve over the course of a TV anime anyway. It's a very different story at the same time using a lot of the same elements. From a production perspective, we're still using a lot of the stuff that made Tatami Galaxy great, which is awesome. We're actually probably turning it up a little bit. It's way more breezy, I think, which is good. It fits the main character a lot more. And no, we're not going to be tricked into thinking that the main character is the guy. It's Apple Girl. She's the star. And yeah, it kind of fits with her a little bit more tonally. So it definitely went for what it was going for. It fit, right? I just don't think it was quite as powerful as Tatami Galaxy in doing so. But again, that's just personal taste. I will say for it, its kind of breezy nature is way more rewatchable. So Tatami Galaxy, I think, would be harder to rewatch just because it's not really breezy. especially episode 10. Episode 10's tough, man. It's tough. So in this regard, I think the hijinks of this one night, uh, kind of extrapolated out, actually a lot more replayable, which is good. Different strengths, different weaknesses, that kind of thing from their approach. I think the way we're connecting it with time is interesting as well. See, in Tatami Galaxy, it was a bit more of a time loop, or you could go back in time and retry things, or whatever it ended up being. In this one, time is interpreted differently by people of different ages. So, of course, the titular girl in Night is Short Walk On Girl, time moves very slowly for her. It's one of the best nights of her life, and she just, enjoys every second of it. But for people around her, an entire year passes. We go through all the seasons. Some other people are close to their deathbed by the end. Rihaku? Was that his name? Where I think that's a very interesting concept as well. I think I love that all the kind of older people here are just cheering her on, right? You go, you have a fun time because it doesn't last forever. And that's the important thing. And I think that's kind of another connective tissue between this and Tatami Galaxy is that it's all about enjoying your youth, right? It's taking things for what they are, living in the moment, because it's all kind of temporary. It's all going to go away one day. And we got to understand that, right? We got to take the opportunities in front of us right now because they're not always going to be there. I like that she's just like, I'm going to go get drunk. I'm going to go see all these people. I'm going to do as much as I can in this one night. And if we all lived her kind of philosophy, I think the world would be a better place in a lot of ways. Again, you can argue that she's pretty well to do and blah, 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 blah. And is that capable for everybody to do, to take the opportunities that are in front of them? And anyway, that's a different conversation. I think to this film's strength, they bring in two of the goofier characters in the Tatami Galaxy in Hanuki and Higuchi, which are just kind of around. They're just kind of whatever story's going on, they've kind of pushed themselves into it, which is good. But then we also have some like really great one-off characters here. Don Underwear, what a character! Love him. Love his little character arc there. He's a true hopeless romantic. And Tordor, I think was his name as well, the skeevy guy. I think he he kind of came back and was a little bit more likable, which was nice. I love how it's all kind of interconnected as well. I think that's really cool. Yeah, obviously a lot of love in the script department, and yeah, a kind of production to match. Again, I'm probably agree with the critical consensus, which seems to be, hey, this movie's really good. It's not going to blow your mind or anything. It's not going to, change the color of your day. Well, kind of did actually, but it's really good. It's a good time. I would recommend it. If we go back to that Crunchyroll award thing that I was looking at before, I think it's certainly better than My Hero Academia 2 Heroes. It's probably better than Mirai. It's nowhere near as good as Liz and the Bluebird. That's probably where I would land on it. Either way, I'll pop the episode up here. And we're going to go through it fairly quickly, I think, just not replaying every scene and reading every piece of dialogue. I'll talk about the highlights when I see it. It's not really something that we need to discuss in super detail, I think. I'll point out the good parts, I'll point out some of the poorer parts. It'll be what it'll be. Alright, and now I've paused on exactly the first scene. I love how it just starts. No intro, no nothing. Straight in. You're watching the movie. No opening credits, no nothing. You're in. And then it doesn't really stop until, 5 minutes before the end, maybe, for the credits? Yeah, and it's it's pretty relentless. It just goes. The night is short, and she does walk on very quickly. So yeah, we kind of started this wedding here, which introduces a lot of the major characters. There's the lady that's been married. This is her wedding, and she drags along her husband that is perpetually drunk, which is very funny. And yeah, we meet our Apple Girl. I don't really know if we ever got a name for her. I just called her Apple Girl. Ringo. I don't know how they do it with such a low level of detail, but she's very expressive. She just looks like she wants to give everything a go. She looks like she's just ready for the night of her life the whole time. I can see why the guy is attracted to her, at least. She seems like a fun time. Oh yeah, and then the dish turns into a train wheel, and then that starts off our little train motif we have going as well. And then this shot is incredible. Like, oh my god. And we introduced to the other table at the wedding, so obviously these people are mutual friends of the bride and groom and blah blah blah. So this is where we start our connections to the Tatami Galaxy as well. He's in the purple. which is the purple is the leader of the kind of, what would you call it, secret society that they have going on. At least he's a member of the library police, seemingly running that. And the school festival is seemingly in cahoots with this secret society who's running everything. It's a tenuous connection, but I think it's there. I don't like the C strategy. It seems like you're being a stalker. It pays off in the end, though. Again, okay, so a big part about this movie is I wasn't on this guy's side basically until she's like, oh yeah, he seems cute. And then I'm like, oh yeah, we could do that for sure. If she was like, ooh, get away from me, this guy would be a total creep. He's just like tracking her down while she's trying to have a good night alone. Like, she doesn't need some guy with her. I've seen way too many skeevy guys do this kind of thing, so like, I don't know. But it worked out for the best in the end, so we can't really complain. See, his character design is very main character from Tatami Galaxy. I don't think his voice acting is quite as good. He kind of has this deeper voice that's less endearing to me, I think. But he gets the job done. This is where we start the little bit of foreshadowing around this guy being a crossdresser and getting a lot of fans for doing so, which, you know, his prerogative, of course. And then that comes back later in a really great scene, probably the highlight scene of the movie. And here's Don Underwear, donning some underwear, which is a good name. I wonder what the name means in Japanese, because it isn't Don Underwear. I don't think they just call him Don Underwear. He's already getting noticeably smashed when the kind of apple girl, she doesn't get smashed at all. Like, she's noticeably fine the entire time, not drunk, even though she drinks like a shit ton. So that's interesting as well. Maybe it talks a little bit to the whole time is short philosophy we have going on as well. You're not young forever. There's something there, something to your temperament preventing you from being drunk or truly drunk. Maybe she was drunk and this is just how she is when she's drunk. I don't know. Great camera work just right across the episode, really. Right across the movie, I should say. Just, yeah, we know how to direct a scene. We know how to make characters likable in a scene. We know how to keep things moving at a good pace. It's just, yeah, wonderful, wonderful stuff by Yuasa. I can't believe I probably disparaged him in the past a little bit. I thought he was a little bit overrated. He is extremely good. I should have noticed. I love this here. She just loves doing the train thing. And yeah, this is where our kind of premise of the movie plays out. It's just kind of one almighty pub crawl across everything, where we meet different characters and do different things, and there's some small connections to Tatami Galaxy here and there, but mostly it's just about having a good night. We get our opening sequence here, which is pretty cute. I don't think it's especially, like, analysis worthy or anything. We've got all the stopwatches, which is a huge thing we have going on with the kind of motif of the movie. But other than that, not really. So she spies this first bar, which has drinks for 200 yen, which is very appealing to her. Tries to pick out her favorite cocktail here, which is, you know, always fraught with danger. And yeah, here comes Todor, I think is his name. Now, we later learn that Todo is down in his luck. He's part of the Bedchamber Club, and he's trying to hawk off his weird, like, historical Japanese porn, essentially. Which is, you know, again, just keep that to yourself. He's also the father of the bride and not invited to the wedding because of an argument that they've had, which is, you know, context that we hear later on. And being part of this Bedchamber Club brings him to the kind of book festival later, where he tries to kind of convince the other main character to get the certain book from the auction later on. It's kind of a downer, skeevy bar to start the night with, which is interesting. Real hole in the wall type energy to it. I guess a lot of this film is also talking to Tatami Galaxy's whole thing about, you know, the whole different wide universe of tatami rooms and how that impacts different timelines and all that kind of stuff. This feels like he's gone a million miles that way in the tatami rooms, if that makes any sense, to where he is a completely different character. And she subsequently has done as well. Originally, I thought this was Akashi-san. It's very obviously not. Akashi-san's really blunt and kind of a weirdo, and we love her for that. She's great. She's very different. She's very bubbly. She's very outgoing, you know, up for anything. Still doesn't entertain fools, obviously. Still punches skeevy guys in the face when she wants to, but, you know. And how this kind of links into Tatami Galaxy's themes about taking opportunities is fun. I think that's a good thing to take from it. I'd love to see more stories in this universe. I think it's just a fun place to be in. The character designs are good. As long as there's some recurring characters every now and again, you can kind of fit it weirdly into the Tatami Galaxy mythos. It's fun. I want to see what Time Machine Blues does, but I'll probably do that a little bit later on. This guy gets his pants stolen by a few of the guys from. It seems like they're the cycling core guys, but they actually work for Rihaku. This guy's hand here is very fun too. How he's just like, give it your all, give it your all. And he grabs closer and closer. And I thought she was really like naive here. But no, she punches him in the face. And yeah, we see two familiar characters here, Higuchi and Hanuki, and they're going to join us on a lot of our escapades. I'm glad that these characters are recurring. They're very fun. Hanuki, in particular, fits in well with this kind of pub crawl story. It's kind of her bag. And Higuchi's just down for anything. I'm glad to see these two together. And yeah, they kind of agree to go off and adventure and do what they need to do. Higuchi spots some pants here and puts them on. They are way too tight for him. There's another thing in this movie. Everyone's like thick as hell, which is, a decision for sure. Especially when they're doing that walk later. Yep, so this is the connection we have here. There's the same guy that has the fake Denki Brandy is the same person that has the rumor of stealing pants and underwear of young men. And women for that matter, I think. So yeah, lots of stuff about underwear stealing, which is weird. This is the next connection we have is the kind of male main character is talking to Todo and he's like, help me drown my sorrows. So his night goes from bad to worse because now he has to entertain this schlob. Hanuki goes in and distracts, I'm guessing, the guard or somebody that would disapprove of them being in this location, which is a fun scene. Look at you, she's so happy. Oh yeah, it's the sophistry kind of club situation where there's a bunch of like hoity-toity yuppie guys trying to talk about the concepts of love and thought and the world and society, which is just very frustrating. A lot of people at uni like that, and they're pretty insufferable. Yeah, talent versus hard work is the discussion here. And then we see the other guy walk up here, this guy. He is kind of in love with the lady that got married earlier. So he's kind of got this unrequited love thing going on, which probably spurs on this question, which is better, marrying the man you love or the one you don't? And then he kind of justifies it in a weird way. It's better to marry the woman you don't love or marry the man you don't love because of all these reasons. And it just seems like he's pretty bitter about the whole thing. And I love, yeah, she's just like kind of listening. She doesn't get like perturbed by any of it. She doesn't like snap back or anything. It's just like, oh yeah, I'm just enjoying the night. I'm just vibing. Yeah, this guy's pretty great. He's very dramatic and obviously not a person that you would want to spend any time with. I'm pretty sure the woman that got married picked the right guy. And yeah, this is where we learn our sophistry club dance, which I want to try myself sometime, but I don't think I'm flexible enough, honestly. And these three just go, oh yeah, that seems fun. And they try it out as well. It's great. So then they hop onto this, it looks like a train, or at least a little bit. I think it's a bar that's meant to look like a train. And yeah, they hang out with the old people for a while, which is cool. And yeah, it seems like the party's kind of down. They're not really sure about anything. I'll try my Higuchi style flying technique, which doesn't work because he's wearing pants. So, and this is where we get our central kind of watch motif that we have going on. She holds out her hand, her watch is going at a, normal pace, maybe even slightly slower than normal. Their watches are going about normal pace as well. And then, yeah, the old people kind of watches go really, really fast. Like, sometimes it's a year, sometimes it's 100 years, just goes by like that. Again, it's pretty profound. It speaks to, the passage of time and how, again, you don't want any regrets. You have to take opportunities. That's what it's all about. So she smashes all the wine in the place, winks and kind of puts her tongue out as well, and proceeds to break out the dance again. And all the old people kind of join in as well, which is great fun. I think Higuchi here says that she looks like she's tonight's leading lady, which is a little fourth wally, but yeah, it is. She is. There's kind of something in that it takes a young person near all the old people doing their old dance again to get them up and trying again. It's great. And they pour her the world's biggest glass of wine as well as a result. Great, just heartwarming, really. And then in contrast, we see this dark, empty room with all these darumas, which is a thing that comes back later as well. So we've got apples, darumas, lots of reds. And we see Todo just kind of holding a kind of pantsless guy hostage, essentially. Drink with me. Forcing him to chug to drown his sorrow. Pretty sad, but kind of funny as well as a result. This guy's having the worst night ever. Well, she's having the best night ever. I think it's a nice little bit of contrast we have going on. Oh, and yeah, this is the part here which comes back later, which is he's got his little fish thing, and then it gets picked up by a tornado and flown away. And then the fish fall on their heads later, causing the romantic moment. That's another great little connection. I was wondering about the fish, but this is definitely where they come from. Yeah, and we just see, in contrast to the bar we saw before, they keep going to different bars, and everybody's just happy. Look at everybody here. This is great. This is again very university vibes. This is probably one of the best shots in the whole kind of movie. Is all the characters following her along as she kind of leads this kind of orchestra of people just following her along, having a great time. Great little montage here. Yeah, look how happy everybody is. And then, yeah, they run into the same people as before, and it's like, oh, there we go. Let's meet up again and do the same thing again, and blah, 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 blah. Good vibes. Good vibes all around. And then they meet up with these people, and then, yeah, this whole thing going on now with these two. It's like, you should have married me. Yeah, well, no, she shouldn't have. And yeah, the husband's just smashed. I love how she's just dragging him around everywhere. Like, the woman in this movie are very, like, safe, secure, confident, and self assured that everything's going to be okay, which is great. I love to see that. Like these two, they're just like, so he's like, I want to marry you. And she's like, no, I don't. And she's like getting like groped. And then she's like, fuck that. I'm going to punch this guy in the head. I love that. Great characters. Great character work. Here they're kind of building up Rihaku as kind of this like real tough guy, like the best. He's 20 feet tall and drinks a gallon of liquor every minute and all these other things, which, isn't true at all. Then this is the next connection we get. So these guys are freaking out about the art. I think this guy throws up all over it or whatever. And yeah, then he looks down and sees his daughter on her wedding night having a great time, and it makes him even more depressed. Just see my point. I have no idea what your point is, though. Yeah, she just shits on him. I love it. It's so good. Finally, Rihaku shows up. He's like, where's the goods? And it's like, this guy threw up all over them. Because I think these two were going to have some kind of drinking contest, but a certain character hijacks the scene. Yeah, she kind of challenges Rihaku to the fake Denki brandy drink off. Because she wants to try it, which is the best. Try everything. And as a result, saves kind of everybody. She kind of, I will take you on and fix the problems of everybody else. It's good. And yep, she's the leading lady. She follows down onto this weird kind of houseboat thing that this guy has going on from all of his money. And yeah, this is where we jump into our next scene. I love on the walls here, it's like the masks of all the people he beat from the kind of last little imaginary cutscene we saw. And then, yeah, Rihaku is just a small old man that I think we saw in one of the OVAs now that I'm thinking about it. And now we begin the drinking contest. And of course, because we've seen our little apple girl have no reaction to any alcohol at all the whole night, we know that she's going to win. It's also, a thing about outlook. He's very, on the other end of the spectrum. He feels like time's going very fast. Hence why he could have been drinking kind of alcohol for very long time, like the whole night, while she was just here for 5 minutes. That's kind of how the time works in this skit. Skit's the wrong word. In this kind of uh, loop. Loop's the wrong word as well. I don't really know what to say. Yeah, we see the contrast here. She's very optimistic about everything. Kind of saying how good it tastes and how great it is for you. We see it explode out of her in butterflies, and he just sits there, sad, lonely, dark room, drinking, basically alone. It feels like he's drinking alone, but she's got the whole team behind her. Yeah, just increasingly dark as he continues to drink. Contrasted by this. She kind of spouts a bit of her philosophy here. I'm just doing what I want tonight. And yeah, she eventually wins the drinking contest and everyone runs in to celebrate. You did it, you did it. This is kind of the first real meeting between the main character and the other main character in this movie, I guess. And he's got his cock out because he lost his pants and fell down right in front of her, and as a result, he gets a fist to the face, which is only fair, I think. Here it's starting to cool down for everybody. This is where the seasons start to change during the night as well. We start to learn about Ratatatam, which is the strange story of a little engine, which was her favorite book when she was little. She wrote her name on it and everything, and has since lost it. And it shows up at this kind of book auction at the used book fair. And yeah, she goes off training this way because she loves the trains so much. The little engine that could right here. We start to learn a little bit more about this character and how he's, working for the school festival executive committee, and he's wearing the purple. He's in with the kind of secret society as well. And he's friends with this guy, so he obviously wants to help him and kind of gives him a bunch of data about the Apple Girl. Like, I'm gonna just check if she has a name, and I'll be 1 second. So they're delineated as senpai and girl with black hair. Okay, so but I'm gonna call her Apple Girl, and this is the main character because that's what I've been calling the guy that looks a lot like him from Tatami Galaxy. Okay. Either way, he's trying to get a bunch of data on the Apple Girl and finds out about Ratatatam, which is going to be at this book fair, and sends him on his way. Originally, he doesn't want to kind of use this corruptive data to kind of track her down or do any of this kind of stuff, but is tempted by our character there on the right. See, here we see these characters here, and I'm like, why are these characters in prison? And we later learn that these are the different incantations of the Daruma Princess, that is the main character, this like guerrilla theater show that goes on from the school festival. It's very weird, and yeah, it comes back later in a pretty cool way, though. Now we transition a little bit more into summer. Everybody's got fans, they're looking at this like book fair, this kind of night book fair that would only really happen in the summer, I think. It's not really that pleasant to be out at night otherwise. And yeah, she picks out a good book for herself. And we see Kid Ozu. Kid Ozu is very weird. He kind of just works the book festival and tries to ruin people's days. And he's also very like communist. He's like, books are meant for the people. People that keep collections of books are, inherently bad because a book has new life each time a new person opens it. And keeping them all to yourself is bad. And keeping the knowledge to the kind of upper class is bad. It's very, communist way of thinking. I kind of liked it. Yeah, so Ozu is based basically, but that doesn't stop him from ruining our kind of senpai's night. Puts his kind of ice cream cone in his crotch twice, ruining his pants twice, and then calls him a pedophile as well. So while this is happening, obviously he could walk over to her right now, but the movie doesn't allow that. Yeah, Ozu kind of plays the god of the book market. That's kind of his delineation there. Tries to wash his pants in the river, only to get them ruined again. And then, yeah, he gets called a molester. Which, very fun. Until our friend Todo runs in and saves the day again. Great. I love this guy. He's not skeevy at all. So we see the start of this kind of cold going on as well. See, Hanuki has it now. Eventually, it'll be spread to a bunch of different people here. I like how they have the ice kotatsu as well. I think that's a good concept. And yeah, Don Underwear's on the other side. And we see the start of our other plan playing out. We've got Higuchi and Don Underwear here. He's writing the stuff for the Guerrilla Theater, right? That's going to show up right here. Yeah, it kind of connects, right? Because of course they would show up here after these guys leave. That's how it works. That's their plan. Don Underwear's tragic backstory. He's the true romantic of them all. And yeah, he's like, oh yeah, I saw this lovely lady sit across the bench from me, and suddenly all the apples fell from the sky, and apples hit her head simultaneously, and then we fell in love. Well, I fell in love with her anyway. I don't know how she feels at all. We later learn who that she is, and that's very great as well. I love that. Yep, so Todo tells our main character to kind of go to this shady book auction where they're, going to eat a bunch of hot and spicy things to get certain books out of this tent from Rihaku. And Todo isn't invited for various reasons, mostly Higuchi and Rihaku based. But of course, the main character is going to use this to get Ratatatam in his possession. We also already see here that Rihaku also has the cold. And yeah, the stuff is godly spicy. Originally, Higuchi's doing okay. putting on a brave face, but the rest of them are dying, basically. It's so hot and they eat so much of it, and yeah, it's a bit of a weird kind of cult thing that they have going on, but sure, to get certain rare books from this one auctioneer. This is where like Ozu explains like the history of books and how books are for everybody and how books inspire other books, and if we stopped the proliferation of books then this would stop, and yeah, stuff I totally agree with, and it convinces uh Apple Girl as well. I love all the books folding in on each other here as he keeps explaining it, all the connections between the books. Of course, a lot of it went over my head because I'm not exactly big on my Japanese literature, but I digress. And he gets his book just in time for the tent to come crashing down, basically. And Ozu's like, I'm going to give the books to everybody because he's the god of the used book festival. And yeah, everybody gets the books they were after all, which is, very good. Books are for the people, damn it. We see our Jogasaki stand in here talking about Kaori as well, which is fun. And this is our Dharma girl on the left hand side here. And yeah, this is where it turns into kind of a musical. This is our Kaori stand in, which is very funny as well. And yeah, they they sing kind of this play written by Don Underwear about how he met his dream girl and trying to convince her to come out from the school festival because he knows she's at the school somewhere. He just doesn't know who she is because she was in costume. And yeah, this is a very romantic way to make it happen. It's very Don Underwear. But it's also disparaging of the bedchamber kind of society or club, which kind of the festival committee guy is lead of, which gets under his gears and he sends his library police to go shut it down. Yeah, here they come. You public moral flouting scoundrels. Great. And yeah, they go to the October festival. Now, October is in autumn, so we've just come out of summer, and now we're going into autumn. Great. That means the movie starts in spring. That's very fun. I like that. Here we've got all the different locations that they've set up for the theater, and yeah, this will come back later in a pretty fun way. It's like it's all coming together. It's like the Da Vinci Code or something. This is where she gets the carp backpack, which I kind of want as well. It helps her when it gets colder during the winter. It helps her from getting sick. Here we learn about Don Underwear and keeping the same underwear that he wore since that day in the same place, and hence why he hasn't shaved or washed or anything. But, don't do that. You'll stink up the joint, I swear. And yet we see some of the crew starting to get sick as well, which is interesting. And they're putting up the next stage for the guerrilla kind of film festival they have going on, the kind of theater troupe. And they're like, we're missing the main character. She got arrested. And then who's going to stand up in her place? But of course, it's the Night is Short Walk On girl who is going to just try everything because she's there. I just looked it up as well. Kana Hanazawa as well. She does a great job. I didn't pick it up initially. I don't know why. She normally has a pretty distinct voice. And of course, the main character here is still trying to track her down because he has the book and he thinks that this is his romantic chance with her in a way, which is again pretty weird. They confiscate the new script. There's a love footage grand final, and then they're going to sabotage the last location, and then they learn of it and then counterplan, and of course they have a bunch of counterplans for it. It's great. So the Speedy Kotatsu, which is what the Higuchi and Don Underwear are doing, they kind of write the script, leave it in a daruma, and then kind of leave it for the film crew to pick up and then perform. They learn their lines very quickly, but sure. I love this shot where they're running. It's fantastic. And then we pan over to other characters running as well, setting up different things. So it gives a really kinetic energy to the scene. I love it. Yeah, here, she just keeps running. Night is short, run on, go. So then Senpai is motivated by, shit, well, if Don Underwear is going to perform in the last scene to, make this romantic confession, and this, my kind of, the Apple girl, the girl I'm chasing, is going to be the leading lady, then shit, they're going to have to kiss or something. Oh no, I have to prevent that. And this is where a lot of the drama comes from. And of course, he's more passionate than everybody, so he runs faster than everyone else to get to the right situation. He even kind of sabotages the school executive guy here. He gets to the top, and Higuchi's the decoy, and then he points him in the direction of a kind of flying fox down towards where they're actually doing the show. And here it is. She holds the key to his heart. And there he is, Don Underwear, and then Don Underwear just kills it. Love him. We are Don Underwear Stan channel now. So yeah, this is probably the highlight scene of the whole movie for me, which is when the main character flies down through the fire and replaces Don Underwear, and then somebody else replaces somebody else, and then blah, 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 blah. It's great. I love how it elevates, love how the crowd plays into it. It's fantastic. Love it. It was so entertaining. Actually, after this point, I feel like the film kind of slips a little bit. It slips a little more internal and isn't as fun for me. And again, which is weird, that's the stuff that Tatami Galaxy nailed, but I just felt it was indulgent and weird. Yeah, he kicks out Don Underwear, starts to confess his love to the Apple Girl. He starts singing as well, which is great. Don Underwear kicks him out through the trapdoor. And yeah, here's the Dharma lady. And then she starts singing, and then it's like, that's not a she. That is definitely the kind of school executive guy. Because yeah, we get the connection from the cross-dressing before. It's great. Love it. Great reveal. I kind of wish these two just got together, but then there's the whole story about the kind of director as well. I think it pays off pretty well. I love how the kind of koi fall from the sky, and then that triggers a new romantic memory for Don Underwear. I think it's great. So originally, Don Underwear's really devastated when he hears that, it's actually a he this whole time. And then he gets up and he's like, nah, the romantic pull's still too strong. It's still too good of a story. I still want to, kiss you. I love how he keeps singing here. He keeps up the show. So yeah, there's no real evil characters here, which I like as well. It doesn't need a villain. Of course it doesn't. So here we see the tornado open, the koi fall from the sky. He wakes up, my koi! And yeah, a new romantic situation has unfolded. And great, good for her, but also I kind of ship the other two as well. But anyway. Kind of the final second of Don Underwear's performance here is a sneeze as well, which leads into the last bit of the movie, and part I'll probably skip through a lot of. Basically, the Night is Short walk on girl, or Apple girl, or girl with the black hair, whatever we're calling her, she goes to everybody and visits them while they have their colds. It's now winter, the season has turned, the weather is dark and dreary, and everybody has the same cold that's kind of been spreading throughout the movie. She visits a number of different people and kind of gives some sage advice to all of them, which is nice. It kind of gives this special recipe from her family to cure colds as well. I like that part of it. Then we get a little bit indulgent with the Johnny kind of internal stuff, which again, yeah, it's pretty self-explanatory. I'll just skip through a lot of it. It looks really good, especially the later portions of it when they're kind of popping off. Looks fantastic. Don't get me wrong. Just don't really feel like it fits all that well. I'd rather there be more plot stuff like this. This is where the plot kind of grinds to a halt, and then it's just the rest of the movie plays out. I do like how Don Underwear and this the redheaded director lady kind of get together immediately and are just in the same room. That's pretty sweet. Again, it could be immediately. It could be a few days later. It does. Time is convoluted in Night is Short Walk on Girl, which is fun. Also, he's like ginger cola recipe sucks. It would taste bad. This is where the kind of school executive guy explains kind of the plight of senpai to the Night is Short Walk on Girl or Apple Girl or whatever we want to call her. And yeah, she starts to think about it. It's like, oh yeah, I know that guy. He seems pretty cute. We'll get together. Why not? Even visits Todo. Yeah, this is weird because it seems like a completely different day because Higuchi and Hanuki are doing a completely different thing. Weird, I didn't notice that during the reaction. That's fun, and it still seems like the same night for her. There's some weird apocalyptic stuff with Kyoto and Rihaku, which I didn't really get. And of course, it looks like Rihaku has aged significantly through this period. We also see a lot of clocks kind of around his room, really driving home the point that time is kind of shorter for him. There's lots of explanations here about how money can't buy him love and all these other things, that he should have done different things with his time other than just solely make money. Because now he's all alone and, old man and blah, 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 blah. And I love this from the Apple Girl. Rihaku, you're absolutely not alone. Your cold has spread through the entire night. Your money has spread through the entire night and given so many other people so much happiness. It's a great way to think about it, right? What I've done for this night has kind of changed the lives of a bunch of people tonight. That's great. Love it. Makes him feel better about it all. And of course, as a result, the room brightens up and everything seems like it's okay in the world. Yeah, she's a great she's a great little character, I think. She really brightens up my day. It's also great that she's kind of collecting these various things from these different houses as she finally makes her way to Senpai's house. Here, he's very self-isolated in a small tatami room, much like the main character we're used to. And yeah, he's very, this is kind of our episode 10 in a nutshell here, where it's nothing but looking extremely internally. And yeah, this is kind of the UN in his own mind. Until Johnny spoils the party, of course. I love how dangerous the city is outside now as well. Like, it just looks really cold and awful and terrible. No light, except for her. She's the only color in the scene. Huge, very powerful windstorm. But still, she's fighting through to make her way to make sure that this guy's okay with his cold. It's pretty sweet. And of course, that's contrasted with the absolute bedlam that's going on within his own head. Then it becomes a little bit weird, it's a little bit more abstract, where she's making her way through his own mind, in a way, to bring him out of this thing. I think he says he got a little bit lucid there at the end and that kind of thing, which, yeah, he did. Again, I'm sure somebody could break this down and, talk a lot about it, but I don't really have the time nor the energy. I think it's very indulgent. I think they kind of went a little bit overboard, and I wish there was more of a plot kind of base to it. I think I got it very early and didn't need this large visual spectacle right at the end to reinforce that. I thought it was just a little bit too much. But I could see why others would disagree. At the very least, it's fantastically animated. And yeah, this is one of my favorite tropes ever, floating through the sky holding hands. Love it. Every single time it's used, it's fantastic. I unequivocally love it. Yeah, and we kind of break through the next morning. She finally gets her hands on the book that he procured, and everything seems okay in the world. She's brought light to the situation. We'd love to see it. And he takes the opportunity dangling right in front of him and offers to take her on a little bit of a date to a used book shop. Seems like a mutual interest of theirs. Yep. And they're like, oh, is this a date? Is this not a date? Whatever, we're just going to see where it goes. And he goes, well, that was a crazy night for me. I wonder how it went from her perspective. And then she goes, well, that was a crazy night for me. I wonder how it went from his perspective. And they're going to exchange their story here. Kind of, in sense, writing the movie that we saw. And yeah, that's the end of the movie. Straight into the credits after that, I think. Yeah. The credit song was an absolute banger. Loved it. Probably going to add it to my playlist now. And yeah, what did I think about Night is Short Walk On Girl? Pretty obviously fantastic. Probably not as good as Tatami Galaxy, but few things are. I gave Tatami Galaxy a 9 out of 10, and I'm very stingy on the old ratings. I think if you're going to use a 10-point rating scale, use the entire scale. And I gave Tatami Galaxy a 9. So, yeah, this is probably in the 8 range somewhere. Still extremely good, obviously, and I'd recommend it to basically everybody. But people normally say, oh, you only gave it an 8, it must be shit. Which is a weird thing to say. It's obviously really good. Yeah, about Tatami Time Machine Blues, probably going to do it a little bit later down the track. Probably going to take a break from the Tatami verse here for a bit and do something else next week. I might run a poll in the Discord, I might not. I might just watch something else that I just wanted to watch. I don't know, might, what's the word? Kind of put the hammer down, make a decision for myself, take it away from the people. Anyway, I can't think of the word right now. But either way, thank you very much for watching the Tatami Galaxy and Night is Short Walk On Girl with me. It's been a really great ride so far. Can't wait to jump into Time Machine Blues soon, but again, still a small break. Thank you so much for suggesting the show. I had no idea it would be as good as it was, and yeah, it's frankly amazing. Uh, and yeah, and yeah, onward and upward with other stuff on the channel. I hope you guys stick around if you're only here for Tatami Galaxy. Hope you guys still check stuff out. And yeah, there should be something new out next Friday, I think. Either way, just going to jump into my show stuff right now. If you like the video, consider liking the video. If you like the video and want to see more, consider subscribing to the channel. Comment below anything you thought about the episode, anything I can do to improve my presentation, comment below. I'm doing follow for follow on Twitter, so follow me on Twitter and I'll follow you back. And I've got the Discord as well, so hop into the Discord at your leisure and teach me how to use Discord, please. Thank you very much. And yeah, on that note, thank you very much for everything, and I'm going to turn off the thing now, so alright, thank you for everything, and hope I see you guys around again soon. Right here. Thank you very much. Bye bye.